This angle is not good. All right. Oh, someone already gave me a thumbs up. That's very optimistic of them. All right. If you're watching this back later, this is when I wait for people to show up. So I just kind of mumble about random stuff. Oh, someone's here. Hello. Oh, hi, Cindy. Oh, I don't remember if you ever told me what kind of shop you have. Oh, hi, Maribel. Just give it a minute or two, and I'm cutting the little dog ears, or whatever they call these, off bias binding. It's oddly relaxing. And, yeah, Tifa's joining us as well. Do you want to come up here, kitty? Do you have some commentary you want to share? You want to come up? I think Tifa wants to join us again. Yeah, come on. It's okay. Come on up. No, you got to jump up here yourself. Yep. Come on up. Come on. Come on. Why are you just yelling at me for no apparent reason? Yeah? There's more attention for you up here. Hello, not so broke nurse. That's a funny name. I'm glad you're not a broke nurse. That's definitely a good thing, considering all the stuff you guys do that I have zero interest in ever doing myself. And I know I've been under the care of a nurse before and really appreciated it. Like when I had my baby, wow, they were so nice and helpful. And I have some friends and family who are nurses as well. So they all got their vaccines. I'm very happy for them. Hi, Cindy. No, I didn't show my fabrics yet. I'm just kind of stalling a little bit. And my cat's yelling at me. What are you doing? Come on up here if you want attention. That's how that works. My cat's just kind of walking in circles on the floor, just right out of view. And instead of doing the logical thing of hopping up on my lap, oh, there we go. She was just walking in circles. There you go. Say hi, Tifa. Look, there's people in there. You say hi? Say, I love attention. You gonna help me today? There you go. This is my very social cat. All right. Okay, I'm gonna get started. I always post these on my channel later, so if anyone wanted to see it, they could always watch it back again later. This is gonna be probably a little shorter than usual. Yeah. I'm not feeling like 100%, and then my daughter's got company coming over. Oh, there's another cat yelling at me through the window. There's like a double patio door right over here that goes into our main house, and a lot of times we'll have a cat up there, like right in front of it, just kind of like meow, and then you open the door, and then they just sit there. So I usually don't allow cats out here very much, but sometimes I make an exception. Like if you behave and don't try to eat things that are not food, right? All right, so I'm going to show the fabric. I did remember today to put links to the 2 Etsy shops that I got the fabric from in the description, and then I will make sure I differentiate which ones are from where. I'll go with the smaller pile first. I normally don't buy tons of fabric because I've mentioned this a lot before that I'm not really, I'm not a believer of having a huge fabric stash. I mean, unless you could afford it. I suppose if I had a lot of extra money, I totally would have like my own personal quilt shop in here, but I don't. So I just buy, for the most part, just for projects that I'm planning on doing, or I get a little bit extra to hit the free shipping threshold. All right, so anyway, the first one, the shop is called Annika's Art, and again, the link is in the description, and it's from Etsy. I'm pretty sure my mom won't be watching today, which is, in this case, is good, because this is going to be for her. All right, look at this. What is this? This is from Hoffman Fabrics. It's called Spring Song. I think it's a digital print. But anyway, I got this because these lilacs are her favorite flower, and the house that we lived in the longest when I was growing up had lilac bushes outside the window, so it was kind of nice because it made the house smell nice, and sometimes I'd sit under the bushes and like play outside and stuff like that. So it's nice memories. And then my mom really likes birds a lot, so these are chickadees. So I saw this fabric and I thought, well, this is perfect. So I'm going to be, I'll show you in a minute what I'm going to make with this. Let me just show you the other coordinating fabrics. And then I'm going to use this for the lining. This was from the same Spring Song from Hoffman Fabrics. So it's just a bunch of random flowers. So, and I guess it's like I don't know, I guess it's just like a regular light blue background. Yeah. So it's just like a lot of, let me try holding it still so you can actually see it. Just a lot of flowers, and my mom really likes those. So I think she will like that as well. And then for the binding, I just went with a solid green. I think it's Kona Cotton. I don't know, it's all from the same Etsy shop, but yeah, just a solid green for the binding. I thought I'd keep it a little simple. Plus the solids are cheaper than print, so then I can be a little bit more budget conscious. And then what I'm going to make with that is the large size of this Take a Stand tote. This is by Annie pattern. So if my cat will sit down, I'll show you. I made the smaller size, which you can see this Running with Scissors tool case is designed to fit on top of it to stand up. And then according to one of the videos on Annie's YouTube channel, she designed that one and thought, well, why not include a larger size? So that's what I'm going to be making. And then you can see it can fit a small sewing machine. I was going to sneak into her sewing room and measure her machines. I think she's got 2 sewing machines and a serger, but I didn't get to it. And then plus, my mom definitely does her own thing. So even if I made this for carrying one of her machines or storing it in, she's just going to do whatever she wants with it anyway. So anyway, yeah, I think she's going to like it. So I've got that all set up. And then I've got my 1 yard package of Soft and Stable right back there. That's by Annie's foam interfacing that she manufactures. I like it a lot. It's great. I buy a ton of it. And then I just got this from the same shop. And this was just to hit the threshold to get the free shipping. So I don't know what this is going to be yet, but it's pretty. I like pink and I like geometric patterns. And then, of course, I don't have, this. Oh, no, it does. Looking for the selvage. Doesn't say the line it's from, but it's Clothworks. But it's probably still in their Etsy shop if this sort of thing appeals to you. And then let me show you the smaller size of the Take a Stand tote, because it's a lot easier or better to look at than just a photo on an envelope. So there we go. So this is what the Take a Stand tote looks like. This is the smaller size. So you can see that. And I made this solely as the stand for this. I actually did put a few things in here finally. But you can see it's got a lot of binding around it, which if you're nervous about, don't be. Because I was so nervous about bindings and I tried it. It's not bad at all. And then you can see on the inside, it's got the carrying strap in here. And then it's got mesh pockets. Mesh is great to work with, and it's got fold over elastic on the top. Oh, thank you. And then, oh, I forgot, I needed to move this. I put a little tab. This is from Kylie and the Machine. She has a lot of like really funny sew-in labels for projects, and this one says sewing is my jam. But I didn't realize that I was making it that when this is closed, it goes like this and you can't see it. So I'm gonna, so at some point, relocate that label here. Yeah, I did quilt it. You can see I put a few things in here. Yeah, I did quilt the fabric. That's also something that I am very much a novice at. I just used a walking foot. I have a just like domestic Elda machine. I haven't figured out the walking foot on my Juki yet. It doesn't seem to actually walk. So I just go use my Elna, which is over there. And then I just sewed random lines. So there's really no rhyme or reason to this. I know some people get really elaborate and then they have those long arm machines, which look really cool, but those are also expensive if you have to pay someone to do those for you. So this is what I did instead, just a whole bunch of random intersecting lines. So, yeah. And then this fabric line, this came out, I think it's about a year ago this came out. It's called Stag and Thistle. Brett Ellis, I believe, is the name of the designer. I got this from Hawthorne Supply Company. I don't know if they'll have any left because I bought one more coordinating fabric from that line because I made a whole bunch of stuff with it, and they only had a few pieces left, and that was a few weeks ago. All right. And then if you haven't seen this before, this is the Running with Scissors tool case. This is one of those things where, like, I can't believe I made this. It took a very long time, but the By Amy patterns are so good. Plus, some of them she calls it an add-on video where she just shows particular techniques or, something that's more challenging. And then you can get help on it that way. But I didn't need it. I didn't think it was really that hard. It just took a long time. So then goes like this, and then it closes like this, and then it actually has a zip around closure. So this all just zips shut like this, and then it's got a zipper pocket here and a handy carrying handle. So I like this a lot. I really do. I recommend this definitely. All right, so then back to the other fabrics. This other shop is called, So Studio Athens. So again, link in the description below. They're based out of Georgia, and I'm in Florida, so that the shipping was especially fast. So the first thing I got was I like cats, obviously, and I like this mid-century kind of look. This is actually just a piece of corduroy. I got a quarter yard of it because I figured I'd probably make a wallet or a small zipper bag with it. So I think it's like an orange. It's like an orange and a peach, or maybe a pink. And then if you watch a lot of sewing videos, you've probably seen these fabrics before. These are from Rifle Paper Company. I think this is from the Primavera line. They make a lot of those really bold florals. I actually have a pair of Ked shoes made with Rifle Paper Company fabric. But I got this one. This is probably going to end up becoming another gift for my mom. because her kitchen up in Wisconsin is lemon themed, and then her kitchen down here in Florida is strawberry themed. So, and then this one has oranges and lemons on it. So I'm not exactly sure. I just got fat quarters of these. So I thought they're really pretty. I like fruits a lot. And then I got, this is a Ruby Star Society, and the line is called Florida. And let's see if I can have this not upside down. There we go. So these are egrets, and I'm pretty sure these are the birds that I see pretty often outside. Admittedly, I'm not the biggest fan of Florida. I lived down here for like maybe around 15 years, give or take. And I hate the weather. I've mentioned many times before, I'm not a beach person, but I do like the birds. The birds are really cool here. So I thought, let me try to just like, bloom where you're planted, embrace where you are. And here is something good about Florida. So, because of course they don't make fabric depicting meth addicts riding in shopping carts through Walmart, because that's the other thing that Florida seems to be known for. So embarrassing. And then this is a coordinating print. I just got a half yard each of these that goes with that. So I guess these are feathers or wings. And it's like a metallic gold on gray. So I think that's really pretty. And then I got some Tula Pinks, which I'm sure everybody knows all about Tula Pink. Like, she found the right career, I tell you. If you don't know about her, she's an artist. So she draws all these out and then puts them into maybe Adobe Illustrator or some other computer program, cleans them up a little bit, and then makes these prints so there's repeats and stuff. And then it becomes fabric for Free Spirit. So you can see this is from her line work. Yeah, this is from line work. So you can't tell, it's little peacocks. And then I watched one of her videos. She has a YouTube channel on here. I can't believe it doesn't have more subscribers, because I found it fascinating, and I'm not even a quilter. But you can see, like, she's got all the colors of the rainbow throughout the fabric. So no matter how much of a cut you get all the colors, which I thought was really cool. I like this attention to detail. I guess it's really cool when people are just so into what they do, and you can tell like a lot of time and effort went into what they create. That's the kind of thing that I really appreciate. And then this is, she's great, Cindy. Plus the other thing too is I found out just from watching the last couple of years, her stuff sells out. Like if you want something from one of her older lines, if you can find it, it's like basically collector's items. Like you're gonna pay like $50 for a fat quarter once in a while, depending on how sought after it is. Like she did this De La Luna line like probably 2 years ago. It had like sugar skulls and bats and little eyeball prints and stuff like that. And you can't even find it anymore. I'm like, I should have bought that. So anyway, this is, I think from her True Colors line. Does it say on here? It doesn't. But anyway, this is Hexy Rainbow. This is still pretty easy to find. But I like it because, again, it's got all the colors of the rainbow going all the way across. So no matter how much fabric you buy, you get all the colors in it. And I love colors. And then I got just a solid. She has a line of solids as well. And I just got this one, and then I still don't know. It's probably going to be some kind of bag. I don't know what I'm going to make with it, but I figured if I'm thinking about it, I should probably grab it while I still can. And then the last thing I got was more Juicy Juice fabric. I don't think I've ever shown it in a video, but I made this the Phoebe mini backpack from Sincerely Jen Patterns. It's not an easy pattern, but it did end up turning out really well, and it's my everyday purse. I love it so much, and I use these two fabrics to make it, and I love these geometric patterns on them. So I bought more. So I got like 1.5 yards of these. So if you can, hopefully you can see this okay. I might eventually have to get like a better camera I'm using a webcam right now. My phone didn't work at first because the battery would die, and then realized I was talking to myself. That's not fun. Yeah, I really like them too. Purple and magenta are among my favorite colors. So no plans for these in particular, which funny, I started this off by saying, yeah, I just buy stuff for projects, but not always, I guess. But they're pretty. But yeah, I mean, I'll definitely use them. My fabric stash, it's like my weekly update. You can see it's right there. That's basically all my fabric. Other than some like duck cloth and some minky and fleece and a few like garment fabric that I've had for a long time because I don't sell clothes and that sort of thing very much. Other than that, that's all I have. So I just don't. It just doesn't work for me to spend a bunch of money and then have it just sit there. So oh, another thing I wanted to share. Okay. Couple of things. Oops, something just fell on the floor. All right. So I've mentioned on here before, and I forgot to put a link to it. My bad. Pixiefair.com. It's PIXIEFAIRE.com. Oh, I gotta get to the baby gift, Cindy. Don't let me forget. So it's a pattern. It's a site for patterns for doll clothes. And you might think, well, I don't have any use for that. I'm not into dolls. I don't have kids or grandkids or nieces or whatever. Not into that. I highly recommend you reconsider because they have little like bag and purse patterns, and they're pretty cheap. They're all like around $5, and you can make like little mini bags to like put on your people size bags. It's great. And every Friday they have a freebie. So this was the Friday freebie yesterday, and the window is like 24 hours. So you're thinking, why is she showing this to me then if it's no longer free? So you can get on their mailing list and get the next week's freebies. So yeah, these were like these espadrille shoes for dolls. So as soon as I get some of this like jute cord, I'm making a pair of these. I'll probably do that on a live because I'm thinking not many people make doll shoes, so it might be interesting to for you all to see. But yeah, it's fun. Yeah, the Pixie Fair. No, I forgot to link that below. I always forget something. And let me talk about the patterns, and then I'll get to the baby gifts. All right. The other thing, this is not free, but this was only $4.99. This is Lynn's Handmade. And admittedly, I made her demi wallet and did not like it at all. I didn't like how the construction was and just not a fan. But her other patterns are really popular and there's a lot of people really like them a lot. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to just judge someone based on one pattern, especially when so many other people were saying her other patterns are so great. So I saw this. I think it's new. Because someone in like the Bag Buzz group on Facebook shared it. So you can see it's called a purse pal, and it's a little 4x7-inch like wallet sort of thing. And you use non-fraying fabrics for it. So, and you need a handbag zipper, and you can use pretty much any type of snap. And she has a video here on YouTube. I got halfway through it, and so far it's really helpful. So I'm going to make this at some point, and then I'll let you know what I think. But yeah, it's pretty cheap for a pattern. It's like $4.99. And then I think I mentioned the plushie patterns. Yeah, I did last week. So not really a lot to look at this point, but and I forgot to put a link to this one too. I'm sorry. It's Choli Night. But she gave me permission to make video tutorials on her patterns. She makes all these plushie patterns is basically in a nutshell what it is. And this is the sort of thing that's great for, since they're so small, they're great for little gifts. So it's real budget friendly, especially if you're using one of the free patterns. And it's also good if you have someone like a youngish kid or teenager in your life who's interested in learning to sew. She has a lot of like video game inspired characters that she makes too. So, and I know that's really popular with a lot of kids and teenagers right now. So that's something you might want to look into, and you can just use like little scraps of fleece or minky, or some of them use faux fur. So keep a lookout for that. I'm hoping this week is our spring break, so I'm hoping I'll have time to make a video, and that one will be like super beginner friendly. So the idea is to have someone who just doesn't know anything about sewing to be able to make. So that's another thing I recommend. All right, and then the baby gifts. Cindy mentioned that I've got the last baby gift right here. If you're just joining, my stepbrother and his fiance are expecting a baby, I think next month. I mailed off their gifts. They arrived yesterday. I made a changing mat, and I think I showed it last week. If not, I took photos of everything, and I'm going to post them on my Instagram account now that I got confirmation that the gifts were delivered. So if you're on Instagram, you go to Nikki's Crafty Life. So it's basically the same as my name on here, just without the apostrophe and no spaces between the words. I'm gonna try to remember today to post photos of those. But I made like a changing pad and one of these Anila Holy booklet pouches. Let me grab this. I made one of these, but in Carolina Panthers fabric. So I think I covered it a little bit in last week's video. So that you can see what this looks like. This is a great pattern too. And then for this one, this is a new addition. Everything kept falling down to the bottom. So I just sewed a seam. It's not even perfectly straight because it's just for me. I don't care. And I didn't go all the way to the edge so that the zipper would still be functional all the way down. And then now I got 2 compartments. But for the other ones, they're just one, unless I change my mind later. So you can see I've been working on, well, I haven't been working on this, I'm not going to lie. This is housing this project that I started like 5 years ago, and maybe someday we'll finish. But yeah, I sent one of those too. And then my cousin, she is having her baby, like in a month from now, something like that. And those a couple lives ago, I was working on little gifts for her. So if you look back past couple lives, you can see those. And then the last one, I actually got the gifts right here in a box. And this is what I'm going to be working on this afternoon. This is from, let me grab the pattern. It's a By Annie pattern. I'm not sponsored by her, but I would love to be because her patterns are the best. This is called Baby Travel Accessories. So, but this is very, very modified. What I did was I made everything from here. Okay. We'll see you later. Thanks for joining. This is very modified because you're supposed to use soft and stable, and then there's supposed to be a pocket and a round section and a bunch of other stuff. And I'm trying to stay within budget. So I just used some cotton quilt batting that I had left over that my mom had given me from a project. So I stitched that together because it wasn't wide enough. And then I just did these very random wavy quilty lines on it. And then I'm going to bind this with this bias binding. And then there's one more step where you make a strap with some Velcro and you put it on the back so you could fold this all up. But other than that, it's going to be a bit of a departure from the pattern. So you can see it's got this dinosaur fabric. So that's what I'm working on. So move this out of the way. So I'm going to finish this, and then so I can get this in the mail because the shower is, I think, at some point in April. So I want to make sure this gets there in time. And then work on that take a stand tote for my mom. So I'm actually going to be sewing this right now. Yeah. So I think that's all I had to share for this week. But if anyone has questions or anything want to share? I love to hear what you guys are all working on. I know I've got some suggestions from last week of some websites that I still need to check out. It's one great thing about working or being a seller is that a lot of the suppliers are small businesses. So I'm always looking for small businesses to support. So it's very nice. All right, see anything yet? I'll wait like a minute or so. And if no one has any comments or questions, then I'll end this week's live stream a little early. Oh, good seeing you. I'm glad you like seeing them. It's fun. I like being able to show my projects to people who are interested in them. I don't know many people who sew like in my in-person life, which is why I really like doing these lives, because it's fun. And then sometimes you all are talkative and will tell me what you're working on, which is fun. But we got a quiet bunch this week. That's okay. So yeah. Yep, I'm sewing binding right now. It's something that I can do without having to concentrate too much. Oh, hey, Jeanette. Oh, you're sewing caps? Oh, that's cool. I haven't made any kind of cap in a long time. Yeah, Boricua Sewing and Crafts. If you see that name in the chat, that's Jeanette. And if you don't know about her, you should subscribe to her channel. She, oh, you got a new serger. Oh, I missed that. Because, yeah, Jeanette does a live called Embroidery Happy Hour every Friday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. I was bummed because yesterday I wanted to watch it, and I dropped by for a little bit of time, and my family wanted to watch TV, so I'm like, all right, fine, I'll catch Jeanette later. But I saw that. Oh, here, let me move this. Yeah, I still gotta figure out this angle issue. There we go. No, that's better. But yeah, I saw you were talking about embroidery designs. So I'm going to try to watch that later and maybe add my favorites too. There's a lot of embroidery designs out these days. Because I started doing machine embroidery, oh man, maybe 6-7 years ago. And just the number of designers has just proliferated, just insane. Just so many in the last few years. And then it seems like everyone's got a Facebook group. And for a while, it was just everyone was making hand sanitizer holders in the hoop. And it just got really old. So I ended up leaving most of the embroidery groups on Facebook because it was just the same thing all the time. You know, it was always okay, well, what machine should I get? Or, it's the same questions every day. Because I guess, maybe not everyone knows that you can search posts in Facebook groups. Oh, Jeanette, it's actually right above you at the comment, Boricua Sewing and Crafts. That's Jeanette. So, yeah, what I like about Jeanette is that she's very cheerful, and especially on a Friday, after I've been at work and just kind of generally a little pissy and just in a grouchy mood. It's nice to see somebody cheerful who's all upbeat and stuff. I like that a lot. So, and it's cool seeing people with embroidery machines that run properly. Not gonna lie. So, yeah. But yeah, machine embroidery is how this channel got started. Yeah, I actually don't really drink, Jeanette, but it's entertaining to watch you do it. I tried OML Embroidery University. I have not heard of that one. I'll have to check that out. You know what really bums me out is that, like, to me, like the big ones, like the big players in the embroidery industry, to me, is Embroidery Library, and then their like sister company, Urban Threads. And they used to put out Embroidery Library used to put out YouTube videos. It was like every week for a while, and they were so informative and so like professionally done, way better than anything I could ever manage to do. And then they stopped. So I don't know, like, if they had some sort of like budget thing going on, or I don't think they got sold or anything, because I think they're still employee owned. But I was just so sad because they had the best videos. Because like anytime I'd see someone ask a question in like some random Facebook group or whatever, I'd be like, go to Embroidery Library. It's emblibrary.com, because these people have been doing it since like 2000. So to me, like, I'm gonna go to somebody who's been doing it for a long time and find out the best way to go about stuff. So yeah, I love their designs, and like they only recently raised their their sale prices or whatever, because they used to, for many years, they'd have their new releases for only $1.39, no matter what the size of the design. And like the whole time I'm buying these, I'm like, how are they making money off of this? I mean, they're still a small business, but they're like kind of on the bigger side. But so yeah, a couple months ago, I think it was 2021, they just went to like 40% off regular price, and I made a point to like not look for comments or whatever, but I kind of heard inklings like people were complaining. I'm like, really? Like, this is like really good stuff. Like they hand draw all their designs, and or it's like based on like a watercolor painting, and then they digitize each size individually. And I feel like maybe they could educate their customers a little better about that, to explain to them, because it's always important if you're selling something to educate your customer and explain why they should buy your product and what's good about it. So I feel like they could do a little better job with that. Yeah, Embroidery Library's got some just insanely detailed stuff. I don't think I have any. Do I? Like, I've done ones that were like 80,000 stitches. Let me look. Oh, I think I do. Let me grab this. Oh yeah, I hit the jackpot. All right, I didn't plan on talking embroidery, but I think I've heard of John Deere embroidery. Sue Brown, that sounds familiar. All right, so I've got some that are like finished and some that are just like still on their fabric. This is just cotton duck canvas, so that one's nothing really exciting. Like, some of these are just mostly text, so I'm not gonna bother. This one is hilarious to me. This is Embroidery Library. No, these are all from Embroidery Library. I don't digitize or design anything. Unfortunately, I do not have that skill set. I wish I did. But yeah, this one makes me laugh. It's not necessarily autobiographical. Like, I don't have a clean house, but my mom, it's like a museum in there. So, and then, these next couple are Urban Threads. Like, look at this. Like, that's like solid. Like, watch this. Like, I'm just gonna hold it with like a couple fingers. You can see how dense that is. Oh yeah, this is like a whole set from Urban Threads. So Yeah, I just love this. I made the whole line of these. There's another one that had a cat and it said "Cats Against Cat Calls," and then I got one of these. I just mounted it on a piece of wood. Well, not I, my husband did. But it's hanging in my classroom. It says, "Girls just want to have fundamental human rights." All right. And then these I actually like finished. So this is kind of, I guess it's sort of ironic because these are like hand embroidery hoops, but there's no reason you can't use them for machine embroidery. So then you can put a little ribbon at the top of this, or just like put a nail up and just, you know, like put the nail like right there and hang it on the wall that way. But yeah, I like that one. Oh, hell no. And then this is my homage to my native Wisconsin and my German heritage. It's a beer stein. Yeah, because like I have a lot of these files, and because I mostly do in the hoop, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with these? So over the years, I've come up with some things. Oh, this one I gotta show you. All right, let me pull all the stuff off of it. Here we go. This is another Urban Threads one. It's hard to see, but like there's multiple shades of the same colors in a lot of these designs. And then the thread is like layered on top of other threads. So it's like a dimensional, like you can feel it. Like if you run your hand across it, like it's like almost dimensional. But I'll show you the back of this. This is just, I don't know, it's probably like a 1x2. It's just some cheap old wood from the store. Oh, there's Tifa. And then my husband just like uses like some heavy staple gun, I think, and makes a little square rectangle, and then takes the staple gun and then just stretches the canvas over. It's kind of like the canvases that you can buy blank that you paint on. Oh, hey Shayna, what's up? So this is what I do, and then you can just like put your nail on the wall and hang this on it, and then you got that. Or you can set it on a shelf, because it's like a 1x2, so you can see like this will stand up on its own. So if you want to like put it on a bookshelf. And then the other thing that I came up with, let me find one. All right, oops, this came off. Here, knows a theme here, feminist. Let me put this back on. Okay, so this shape is a Parker on the Porch design file. It's called Big Fat Banner. And the file comes with a bunch of different sizes. I think this is, it's either 7x7 or 8x8. And then what you do is you take embroidery software, like I use Brilliance Essentials, and you're just combining two designs or merging them. So this feminist thing is an Urban Threads design. So I just first I put this Big Fat Banner file into Brilliance, and then between like steps 2 and 3, I put this. So then it stitches the placement, then it stitches the tack down for this design. So, and it's great because then it's tacked down, so then this stitches out properly and you get all your proper tension and everything. And then after this, your design is stitched, then you put the felt on the back and do the final outline stitch. And then this is just a 1/4 inch dowel. It's 12 inches long. And if you use a smaller size, you could always just like, you could cut this. And then this is 3/8 inch wide grosgrain ribbon. And obviously you could use whatever you wanted. And that's how I hang it up. So I've got stuff like this all over my house. A lot of cat things. But let me grab a couple more. Oh yeah, this is Urban Threads. Yeah. This was like 20 different colors. It took a very long time. And then another one from that theme. Oh, Rainbow Kitty from Urban Threads. This is one of my favorites. You might think, oh, that's got like 6 colors in it, right? No, I think it was over 20, because in each little color group, there's multiple shades in here. So this took a very long time. You can even see there's a tiny bit of puckering in there. I should have doubled the cutaway. You can see on the back that it's just a single layer. And then actually, Jeanette, to your point last week, you're talking about, like if you sell an item to a customer, you need to have something on there that indicates where they, like, with your business name. So like if someone like goes into your house and sees like this is, hey, that's great, where'd you get it? And you're like, some Etsy shop, and then that's not helpful. So for this sort of thing, since this isn't like a washable item, like you were talking about towels, these are just some little stickers, so like those Avery labels. And I just put this, it's got like my business name logo and my website on the back. So if I were to sell this, then people will know where to get it. And you can also paint these frames too. I just got these from Amazon. Oh, here, I'll show you one that I painted. Pardon the cat hair, but yeah. So actually I had my daughter paint it. Yeah, but it looks like cross stitch. This is insane. Oh, the cat's naughty. She just went up on my sewing table. She knows better. But yeah, this is also Urban Threads. So yeah, I got a few more things in there, but you get the idea. So those are some ideas. Like if you're not, if you don't want to like put it on a shirt or a hat or a towel, you have some other options too. So if you're embroidering things to sell, that gives you some more options. So you can kind of break into the home decor market. That naughty cat. She's trying to get out the window. Is that everything? Yeah. I think that's all they've got. But anyone like I know I talked about Jeanette a lot. If any of you other guys or gals, whoever, folks, humans, if any of you have a YouTube channel, let me know. I know, Shayna, I'm really behind. I saw you've been putting out videos left and right. You got like a lot of energy. I'm really behind. I think I got to watch like one or two of yours, and I keep seeing the new ones. I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. And then I just have not gotten to it yet. Hopefully this weekend or this week, since I have spring break. It's like a round playmat kind of thing. It's modified from the By Annie baby travel accessories pattern. It's just kind of a stripped down version of it. So I'm trying to stay within budget, because I already made way more than I planned on, but it's my cousin. It's her first baby, and she's very sweet. But yeah, I'm doing the binding right now. Yeah, Shayna has a YouTube channel, so I think you're just using your name, right, Shayna? But either way, I think you can click on her name, or if not, just write it down. But yeah, like like I saw a couple of your videos, and like they're like really good. Like, 'cause I saw like you just got started, and then I was like, wow, these are. I thought like your channel would have been like around for much longer, considering like the quality of your videos. So you must have like just really planned ahead and like did your homework and everything. So, but yeah, because like with me, I started with this YouTube channel just on a whim, because it was like, it seemed like it was like right around the time that In the Hoop Embroider was like really getting popular. I mean, it's been around for a long time, but with the arrival of downloadable embroidery files, it really seemed to blow up. So I know there's like the Anita Good Design ones where I think it's like on a physical CD or something like that. So like now you can download the designs. It seems like the In the Hoop embroidery has gotten much more popular. But that's how I got started, is because it was a little camper bag from Disorderly Threads, and people kept kept saying, "Oh, I don't understand how to do this," and you know, it's kind of difficult um, trying to make out these instructions, even though her directions are actually really, really good, really detailed. But I understand, like, some people, they just prefer a video, or like, I know some people, like my dad is a reading teacher, and he's like, some people have like a processing disorder, or like they have dyslexia, then written instructions are kind of difficult for them. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, then I'll make a video. And then what I didn't realize at the time, rookie mistake, learn from this, is you have to ask permission first before you make a video tutorial on someone else's design. I didn't think of it because I'm like, well, I'm not sharing the file, because I know file sharing is like a really scummy, crappy thing to do. But I'm like, oh, I'm not sharing the file, so this is good. Well, the person's written instructions are also their intellectual property. So if you're sharing those, then yeah, that's not really that cool. So fortunately, Karen, the designer, she was really awesome about it, because she saw that like she was getting a lot of traffic from the video, because people in various embroidery groups were talking about the video, and then some people were all pissy about it, and you know, just it's all good for people trying to promote something. So it ended up working out well for her, because she doesn't make her own videos. So it ended up being like a really nice, like, mutually beneficial relationship, because I've made several videos on her bags over the years. I probably will again in the future, but it's kind of on hold at this point because I have a full-time job right now. But yeah. Hi, Dar. Yeah, I was just talking about Karen from Disorderly Threads, but yeah, I was so embarrassed at first. Like, I felt so bad. Oh yeah, the high top shoe bag. That was, oh my, hold on. This cat got into some thread. Naughty cat. What are you doing? That was so naughty. Oh gosh. She just, like, it must have got caught in her ear, but she just dragged embroidery thread all over the place. Good thing it's cheap. And it wasn't that much. But yeah, yeah, you have to get permission in order to share information about someone's pattern, even if it's just the instructions. So I'm very excited because I've got a couple of pattern designers that I have permission to make videos on their designs. So so if you're interested in doing that, yeah, just go ahead and contact the designer and let them know what you'd like to do and ask if it's okay. I have gotten people saying no, and that's totally fine. Like Dolls and Daydreams, I remember contacting them like several years ago, and she's like, nope, can't do it. And like, that's fine. I don't think any less of them, and I've still bought her designs. I have no hard feelings or anything, because it's her brand and her business. And then there's some like Blue Calla and So Sweetness bag patterns. Blue Calla allows videos like for a couple for freebies, but for the most part, like nothing else really. And then So Sweetness, the videos, and then probably Bianni patterns too. I just never asked. Like, the videos are part of their business model, and so that's totally understandable that they wouldn't want other people making videos. But there's quite a few though. You know, like if they're, especially if it's not someone who's already making videos themselves, some people actually appreciate it because they know that videos are really, really a great way to get attention for their products, and then, you know, obviously get sales. So so that's a good thing. So it's nice to help out another small business, and then it's fun for me. And then it gives me an excuse to buy more patterns. It's not for me. It's for all my sewing friends, right? That's what I tell myself and my husband. Um, so yeah, hopefully this week, as long as everything goes as planned, I'm gonna make a couple video tutorials and then I'll release them like a week apart. We don't show the embrilliance. We don't show the embrilliance part, just how to hoop and apply fabrics. Is that something you'd have to ask about? I don't think so. If it's specific to embrilliance, I know they have their own videos too. So it might be good, depending on exactly what you're doing, it might be good to check with them. I know they have Lisa Shaw. She makes a lot of videos for them. But if it's just like general, you know what I mean? Like it's just general skills, as long as you're not like showing anything that is specific to that design or pattern or whatever you're making, it shouldn't be an issue. Like, for example, what I'm doing right now, this is a by any pattern, but all I'm doing right here on camera is making binding, and this is not like it's not like a secret method that's only available in her pattern. This is like a very standard way to bind something. So this would not be something that is going to be any kind of violation of anyone's intellectual property. Yeah, hopefully that helped. But yeah, if in doubt, just, you know, I would always ask. And then for patterns, like for the ones that I'm making videos on, I just, I'm very careful, and you've probably seen it before if you know, from watching my lives. I won't give away like measurements or anything, like nothing. I don't give away any information that would make it so the person could kind of like figure out on their own how to make the item without purchasing the pattern. So if you see a video of somebody doing that, it's not like them like being like all like shady or secretive or whatever, or, you know, anything like that. It's because they want to make sure they don't give away too much. So they actually do. I have Embrilliance Stitch Artists. Embrilliance is a product where it's kind of like you buy the Embrilliance essentials, and if you have other needs, like if you want to digitize or you want to like do stuff with fonts, you can buy additional modules, which is nice because if you don't have any desire to do that sort of thing, you're not paying for something you're not going to use. Oh, but the Embrilliance Essentials, you can use it like I was showing earlier, where I combine two files basically. You can do that, and it's not really digitizing. But I did buy the add-on module called Stitch Artist, where you can digitize, except right after I bought it, I ended up taking a full-time job. So I've actually not even used it, which is kind of a bummer because it's like $170 or something like that. So I'm just going to make myself use it at some point. Yeah, it kind of sucked, but I've heard good things about it, and I can definitely say their Essentials program is very good. It's very well regarded in the industry. Oh yeah, Jeanette, you got it. Oh yeah, because you have the Mac too. Yeah, so apparently it works on Mac and PC. So that's another good thing to consider as well, depending on what kind of computer. I've got a PC, so. Oh, hi Nancy. You saw you put the label in the binding. Yeah. This is actually not custom. Do I have the whole pack? No, I'm gonna have to try to hold this up. This is from Mormino.com. So it's Lauren Mormino. She has a YouTube channel on here as well. And it's like a weird way to spell it. It's like her last name, but spelled phonetically. So it's like More, More, me, me, and then no is know.com. That's where I got these. They're not custom. It's a little kitty design. It says may contain cat hair. I think she designed these, but they're not specific for me. Like anyone can buy these. They're pretty cheap. But I've seen a lot of people talk about different companies that will make custom ones. I'm not really wild about my business name anymore, so that's why I haven't bought anything custom. Oh yeah, and then yeah, and Brilliance makes a lot of really helpful video tutorials on how to use their product. And then also their customer service is great, because I had so much trouble, and it's nothing to do with them. It's just like it was all on me. Like, I forgot what it was. I had some kind of issue where I was trying to figure something out with the program, and I emailed them, and they get right back to you like so quick, and they're very nice and very patient, and they probably deal with a lot of people who don't have like computer expertise and just want to be able to use the software. So they're probably used to that. So if you have their products and have issues, I would definitely not hesitate to contact them if you do have questions. And then they also, on their website, they have a full user manual that's online. And I think they have like forums, and I know they have some Facebook groups. I think Brilliance Embroidery is what one of them is called. I think I've left it because I had like so many. Does that happen to anyone else? Like, you just end up with like, you're in like hundreds of Facebook groups, and like it's just so much. It just gets overwhelming, and then you just don't want to look at any of them. So that's what was happening to me. So I left a lot of groups, especially ones that are like a lot of drama, or it's just like the pearl clutchers, or like it's like they're looking to get offended by something. I'm like, I don't have time for this. Like, if you want to be offended, you've got plenty of options out there. You don't need me to post things that make you mad. Oh, that's good, Dar. Yeah, I like the live videos because I don't have to edit them, and it's fun. I like talking to other people who like the same things as me, and then sometimes I can actually answer questions for people. So it's fun. I do some pre-recorded ones as well, just not as many, because then I feel pressured to like edit them, and I'm really terrible at that. Oh, Jeanette, this is a Juki TL2010Q. It's considered a semi-industrial. Yeah, it's not industrial. It's a semi-industrial. So it's all metal. So there's no plastic on here. And also, well, there's a little bit, I think, like the knobs, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, it's mostly metal construction, and it's a straight stitch only. So I think it was designed for people who make quilts, because I don't think quilters really do a whole lot of specialty stitches, but I do have 2 other sewing machines that do other types of stitches. So I was, yes, I'm hoping it lasts forever. They came out with a newer model after I bought this. So if you have trouble finding this model, that may be why. But I paid $9.50 for it. I used my stimulus check last April to treat myself. Plus, I made like a bazillion masks with it. So it was also a business write-off, because I do a lot of items that I sell with this thing. Yeah. And then it's really heavy. Yeah, and you do have to oil it, which I forgot to do today. Thanks for a reminder. But yeah, you have to put a little oil in it, which is not a big deal. It's not bad at all. This is just a regular needle. It's not a walking foot. Yeah, I have some issues with the walking foot that came with this one. So eventually I need to figure that out. I found out there's actually a dealer about 40 minutes from me. There's a Facebook group called Juki Junkies. So it's Juki is Juki. So it's Juki Junkies. And that group is run by, I can't remember her exact name, but it's like Gigi's Fabric Shop or something to that effect. Her name is Gigi. But anyway, very nice person. And so she's in like in or near Brandon, Florida, which is just like right up the highway for me. And she sells and will ship anywhere. So that might be a place to look at. I know you can get them on Amazon, but it's always nice to support a small business. And a lot of times the price isn't any better on Amazon anyway, because I did compare, because if it was like a lot of difference price-wise, I would have considered buying this one from Amazon, but it wasn't. It was the same price. This one, actually, I didn't know about Gigi's Fabric Shop back then, that she was a dealer. But I got this one from So Many Things. Crafty Gemini, which is another good YouTuber who does a lot of sewing and quilting tutorials. She did a review on this machine. And then Sarah Lawson from So Sweetness has this machine too and uses it in all her videos and has her, like, runs her business and everything with it. So those were pretty good endorsements as far as I was concerned. But I bought the machine from the same person that Vanessa Crafty Gemini bought hers from. They're called So Many Things. So it's so, of course, it's I can't stand puns. I don't know. It's like unpopular opinion. But it's so SEW and then mini, MINI things. So it's somanythings.com. I think it's all one word. If not, just Google them. You'll find them. But they're really nice people. They also, I contacted them a couple times, like to order parts or with questions. And they were excellent. And I made sure I let them know that Crafty Gemini was the one who sent me, because I ended up spending a lot of money with them. And I want to make sure that they know that she was the one who sent me there. It's another way to support a small business without spending money. Oh, she did? She taught you to sew? Oh, you have that same locking foot, Sheena? Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like it doesn't walk. I don't know. So I tried having my husband look at it because he's mechanically inclined and he couldn't figure out. I think we actually ended up making it worse. So now I just use my old Elna machine's walking foot if I want to do any quilting. So, hey, this is done and looks pretty decent. All right, this was my first time binding a circle, and it came out all right. Yeah, I mostly caught both sides of the binding. This is good. Oh, there's a thread I need to clip. Yay! It was nice when things turn out. Thank you. Yeah, Crafty Gemini, she is wonderful. And then I guess she just, I follow her on Instagram, and she just started a new channel for her homesteading. She's actually in Florida too, which is so weird. So is Okla Roots. I think they're off on the other coast. They're far from me. And then the Sewing Report is another good channel. Jennifer Moore, I guess she used to be like a reporter for CNN. So she has like a real unique way of doing her shows. Like it's kind of set up like a news type of channel. And I think she does tutorials too. But she's in Tampa area. So we got a lot of people here. Oh, at Gainesville. Yeah, that's where Crafty Gemini is. Yeah, I cut that binding on the bias since it was going around a round edge. I needed it to stretch a little bit so I wouldn't have a bunch of wrinkles in it. And then it would form a round shape. But yeah, it'd be cool to meet all these people one day, like Crafty Gemini and Jess Okla Roots. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what kind of energy, like what is Jess, like Okla Roots Jess? I don't know what she is doing, but like she has a full-time job. She has kids apparently. And she makes a video, at least one video every single week. And it's a full, like well-produced, well-edited tutorial. Plus, before that, like she has to like find a project and then make one off camera as the prototype and then do the video making a second one. Yeah, I don't know how she does that. Oh yeah, Shannon, that'd be great if you got a lead on a walking foot for this thing, because yeah, that was the only complaint I had. But yeah, I don't know how people have the energy to do this. Like I feel like I should. I don't know. Yeah, I like most of the stuff she makes. There was like this little bag that she made a couple weeks ago I thought was kind of dumb, but I mean, she didn't design it. It was just like it had like an applique that was like curved or whatever. And the bag itself looked weird, and I'd never heard of the designer, and it just was not a fan. So, but I'm sure the designer's a lovely person. I'm gonna feel really guilty if it's like the nicest person who ever designed this pattern. I'm just like, I don't like it. Walking foot doesn't look at the top. Hook at the top of the foot. Fit on the screw. Yeah, there's this big screw right here that you use. Let me see. Here we go. I gotta use my screwdriver. It's on there pretty tight. Yeah. So yeah, it's got the screw, and then this is not a walking foot, but like it goes in here, and then a walking foot. Yeah, it has a similar setup, and then it has like this projectile thing on the other side, and that goes on top of this screw that you tighten and loosen to put on the needle. So, oh, Sheena says, just as a team, her family members help, and she says her mom works the embroidery machine. Oh yeah, because she's selling like actual like physical finished goods too. Yeah. Yeah, I do not have a team. I've tried to rope my husband and kids into this whole thing. I'm like, hey, I could make more videos and they'd be better if you guys helped. No. She's not there. None of them are interested. I got 3 teenage daughters. None of them are interested. The one's like super shy. She'd just freeze up and just be like, I want to do this. And she'd like slither away and be like, I'm done. And then the other two, I don't know. Maybe I could get the youngest to do it. I don't know. But yeah, my husband, he's got his own hobbies and a full-time job, so. Oh, small wallets and purses from Crafty Joan. I need to see those. Oh, Carlito and Fred quit on Yeah, I use a tripod. That's the thing I'm randomly pointing at that you can't see. I got a tripod, and then the webcam is on top of my monitor right here. And then I've got a microphone stand. I don't remember where I saw that. It was in a video. I'm gonna try that next because you can it has like a microphone stand. It's like got like the main part and then a second part that you can raise and lower. But so I'm gonna have that part be like right here because I need a better angle. If I'm gonna be teaching people how to sew, they need to actually see what I'm sewing and have a better angle. Like this right here, this is okay, but it could be better. Yeah, more videos, more subscribers, and the more money from YouTube. Oh, it's very true. Yeah. That's the main, like, that's like the main reason why most of us do this, I think, is to earn some money. If I didn't, I wouldn't make as many videos. I'd probably still do these because this is fun. But I probably wouldn't make as many tutorials, not that I make a ton anyway. I would probably just like do like one basic type of project, like there you go, instead of doing like a lot of specific ones. But it is nice though, because like the more people who do the sewing and embroidery, the more widely available the different supplies are, and then the prices will go down in some cases, and then just more people to talk to about sewing. So. Oh yeah, not sharing the YouTube money, no. Yeah, well, I guess ours goes into like a general fund, but I mean, I do use this as an excuse. I'm like, oh hey, got a little bit of money. I'm gonna buy some another pack of Soft and Stable so I can make more buy any bags. Yeah, but it's not a ton of money. Like, I think I make like a few $100s a year, but that's because I'm not at all consistent. And my videos are not like professional quality or anything like that, and I don't know if they ever will be. So, but yeah, it is fun. Yeah, and I like helping people too. Yeah, because the more people who do this, the better. And then plus, like, it helps with like misinformation, because like if I had YouTube when I first started sewing, that would have helped me so much, because I just like walked into Joann's thinking, all right, well, it's normal to pay $3 for a spool of thread or for a zipper and have like crap for selection for colors, and this package bias tape is good. No, it's not. And like just realizing like quality fabric and what it is and just all that kind of stuff. So I would have learned a lot more stuff a lot faster. It's like a lot of it was just by trial and error that I learned things. Like my mom taught me how to use a machine, but like I surpassed her as far as skill level very quickly because she's not as she just makes like one type of thing and that's basically it. She's not interested in like learning new stuff, and I just always curious about everything. I'm like, all right, I never done that. Let me try it. You know. So, um, oh, pressing pads with a heat press. Is that for like doing like shirts? Yeah, it is. It is nice making a video. Like even if I don't personally like need the help of a video, a lot of times I'll watch it anyway just because it's fun. And then sometimes like I have run into some problems. And I'll just watch that one part of the video that I'm stuck on, and it's fun. It sounds kind of sad in a way. It's like, oh, I like it 'cause it's like having a sewing friend, but it's not. I don't think it's sad at all. I think it's kind of cool, especially the another one is seems legit. Seems legit. She's in Australia somewhere. So like I'd never meet her in person, but she's really cool. I like her. She's got a really great personality. So I like her videos a lot. Oh, and then I discovered a new one. Um, oh, for sublimation. That's what that's for. Yeah, I haven't gotten into that. Um, but another good channel is Fierce Kittens, and Kittens has a Z at the end. I'm so mad at YouTube's algorithm right now for not recommending her videos to me sooner, because she's pretty much like we're like I feel like we could have been separate at birth. She's got my same like sense of humor, like just same like it seems like our personalities are very similar, and she likes a lot of the same stuff. Actually, I watched some of her videos last week, and I'm like, what am I even doing? Like she's got this. Like I don't think I need to make any more videos because she just yeah. Right. Oh, for heat pressing evenly. Okay. Oh, was it the Fierce Kittens? Let me see. I can probably just type in the chat. That'd probably be easier. Um, yeah, Fierce Kittens. Yeah, she just hit 10,000 subscribers. I felt like a creeper because when I first started her watching her videos, she's like right under. She's like 9.8 thousand. A couple days later, hit 10. I'm like, oh, I noticed, and I'm like, she probably thinks I'm a big weirdo. Like, I was this weirdo noticing I hit 10,000. Why? That's creepy. Um, yeah. But yeah, she's great, and she live streams on Twitch, which I'd been thinking of doing, and then now I'm like definitely not because she's got that, or she's gonna like take out an order of protection because she's gonna think I'm like trying to like beat her. Oh, hi, Lakeisha. Oh man, I feel bad because I'm about to like end the live, and then um, I got a new person. Yeah, I'd love to hit 10K. I'm at like 8,500, and I feel like if I put some more effort into it, I can hit 10K by the end of the year. But then something always gets in the way. But yeah, Fierce Kittens, and then Seems Legit. I'll type hers into the chat too. Those are some good channels that I like a lot. But yeah, maybe I'll still live stream on Twitch one day. But I feel like she's kind of got that. Like, I don't know, do we need more than one of us sewing bags on Twitch? Probably not, so. But I need to watch her. Cindy says, I sew all day in my sewing cave, so I like to have things to listen to. When I say sew, I mean running my embroidery machines, yeah. Oh, thank you. That's sweet of you, Lakeisha. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, like when I used to do my embroidery like full time, I would have I watched so much YouTube, and then I also listened to podcasts too if it was something that I couldn't really watch while doing it at the same time. Like a lot of the in the hoop stuff, you have to really like pay attention a lot. So I listen to podcasts. I must take care of your pork butt. I don't know why that's so funny. Yeah, maybe I'll do Twitch. I don't know. That seems like fun. All right, I'm gonna head out. I'm probably going to take a nap because this has been so much work. I don't know. Whatever. I'm on vacation. It's spring break. All right. Well, this is so much fun. I really appreciate every one of you all. Oh, yes. Please hit the like button. That's a good idea. Yes. And subscribe if you haven't already. So then I'll hopefully see you again next time. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. This is really fun. So yeah, I will see you soon, and take care. Bye.